My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. We're here to play the Defect in Ascension 10. Ooh. Let's have a look at our paths. So I'm on my cowardice kick recently, but I recognize that every path has a elite, so I don't have the choice not to take elites. How many rests can I get while taking only one elite? There is a 1 elite 2 rest line. Oh gosh. But that requires me going for a bunch of early fights. Which probably lowers the value of taking Precarious Shears. I'm going to take Pomander and upgrade Zap. Really comes down to where the dual cast lands as to what I even end up doing in this fight. Yeah, wrist 50-50. It's okay. I mean, it's the first pick, right? Is it? Do I just... Don't tell anyone. I know how to do other things, okay? I like Claw a lot. I was a little worried it wouldn't make it to SCS2. I recall some of the promotional material showed that it was still in there. Alright, well, it was the correct thing to do. I would be kicking myself if I didn't take the first one after seeing that second. Of course, I do need to build a deck around them that still supports actually having claws, so some way to defend myself, keep myself alive, draw cards, etc. Hologram's certainly part of that. I'm gonna see if I can fish. Yep. My gosh. This is too many holograms to be giving me. Ugh. Yucky. You kidding me? That's it's the only target I can't kill. You. Well, it's the only target I can't reduce damage by killing. I mean, it went about as badly as it could have. It's fine. I got 32 HP. I think that's got to be the last claw I take. I am going to be lucky to make it through this fight, frankly. I want to. God, I want to. But I kind of got caught away with the claws. Yeah. I gotta keep bringing back and playing the same claws, otherwise I'm dead. I gotta get you to your breakpoint and then just overwhelm you with claw damage suddenly. There we are, breakpoint. Debuff turn. Claw, claw, strike. Claw dual cast next turn. Claw, dual cast. Got him. Alright, we're fine. Plus Vampule. You seriously have to stop doing this at some point, video game. I take Smokestack? No, I take Sweeping Beam, maybe? Oh my god, yeah. And Wall Paint. Dual Cast got upgraded, pretty happy to see that. I will be dodging elites, by the way, for the rest of this. Nice. Should probably hollow back defense. Got him. Cool-headed, perfect. I need some card draw and I need some defensive support. Cool-headed is both. Bag of Preparation is probably one of the best relics I can find. Claw, Hollowback Claw Plus, because the Claw Plus scales all of the claws by 3 rather than just by 2. I don't love that I'm in this fight, but I think I've probably got enough overwhelming damage I should be able to kill you this turn. Sweeping Beam is definitely part of it. Okay, I'm going to use Explosive Ampule and then Dual Cast, because this fight can really just sap your HP if you're not careful. Cold Snap, Leap. I kind of want to take a single copy of Leap, a little bit more defensiveness in this deck. I know there's a Hammering going on out there. I'm trying to ignore it. Anyway. Let's upgrade our Claw. Give me the money. Ugh. Do I just get 2 days for the fight? I don't want to spend that much money. I'm about to go to a shop. Ooh. Well, well, well. Modded's not bad, but I don't know if it needs to be in this deck at all. Omni Slice is pretty good, giving us a source of... Well, I mean, all for one, of course. Alright, let's... All for one Omni Slice. I didn't... Yeah, I didn't want that. I'm going to take the option to rest here, because I know that we can get pretty aggressive turns in this fight. I like that we'll have a little bit of time to actually scale before the enemy... Yeah, I burned out both of the Dazeds from the deck as well. Before the enemy woke up. And my Ascender's Bane, even. Hell yeah. Claw, all for one. Claw, Omni Slice, Claw, Zap. Dual Cast, Strike. Yeah, I mean, that went about as well as it could. Still taking 11 damage on that turn. Let's bring back the defend. I do need to continue living. I'm, like, very oddly attached to it. Ah, it's totally incorrect to have rested. Regen Potion and... Well, I'll be. I think Hyper Beam is it. Deal 26 damage to all enemies and lose 3 fish. I'm not even using Focus in this run. So, well, okay, I am, but like, if I... Omni Slice is kind of AoE. It doesn't feel like Signal Boost really does anything for us. I mean, you know, maybe if I get it with Feral, but what are the odds? Yeah, I'll take a Hyper Beam. That's just gonna help me end fights.
Core broken? Now use broken construct? Manipulated? Architect fix you?
Crack Core, Infused, or upgrade 6 random cards. I think it's upgrade 6 random. Omni Slice, Cool-Headed, Hyper Beam. Yeah, all of those we're gonna get hit. I definitely think I can go a little more elite aggressive this floor, so... Especially if I can find a quite high value elite path. I'll take it. It's gonna be this right side. I should have used my regen pod earlier in this fight. I'll use it later. Omni Slice, then Hollowback, All for One, then use All for One, then Claw, then Omni Slice. Omni Slice All for One is pretty sick. That's a lot of AoE you have access to. Turbo. If you've got All for One, you put a turbo in your deck, I don't tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, All for One. Oh my god! I didn't expect to draw it. I just wanted it. Yep, I'll take a copy of Overclock. I'm not taking too many copies of them. I will take one copy of them. No shop. Guaranteed soon. Strike dummy. Cards containing strike deal 3 additional damage. You can show me 2 relics. And... yeah, Bing Bong's fun, but I'll take Mr. Struggles. At the start of each round, deal damage equal to the combat round to all enemies. Turbo gives us additional energy, so I can make some more all-for-one nonsense turns go on. This one has to be regen pod as well. We'll be in this fight long enough for that to be relevant. Omni Slice probably not a good idea. Turbo, dual cast, we hologram back the all for one, we play all for one. There's all our claws, and we finish you off. Reptile Trinket, fight through Sweeping Beam Uproar, no. Oh, yeah. Well done, game. You managed to find something I was able to take there. Amethyst Aubergine. I'm not going to be able to afford anything in this shop either. Yeah, Scavenge isn't important enough to us. Boost Away is a little bit more defense on a turn. I'm not against it, but, you know, if the Boost Away was upgraded, we'd be having a different discussion right now. I'll take this opportunity to rest. And did I take on an elite earlier? God, I did. Did I just explode? What elite did we fight? I legitimately do not remember. Anyhow. Whatever it was, I suppose it wasn't too relevant. Let's hollow back. Omni Slice. Twice. And then as soon as I get my... Yep, there's all for one, but I'll use the Hyper Beam. Oh, the animation of the Hyper Beam, though. Come on. Hotfix. Hotfix is fun, but I don't think I need it in this. Decimillipede. I'll pop Strength Bot in this fight. Let's hollow back a Claw, because it's still going to be an awful one turn that really, like, cinches it. Yeah, especially with the Omni Slash there. Hyper Beam's not enough this time. And then I just wait for a hologram to bring back all for one. Hologram, all for one, all for one. Omni Slice. Anchor! Started combat with that block. You know what? One source of vulnerability that's 0 cost. It makes enough sense in this deck to be worth adding. 1, 2. Then, oh my god, the drilling is gonna drive me mad! I actually love the sound of a drill. It's my favorite thing. I like waking up to it. I like sleeping to it. I like the fact that I pay full rent so that I can live next to a drill that makes it hard for me to work. All of those things are really enjoyable to me, actually, and I'm keeping a very good spirit about them. So let's all for one and finish you off with the claws. There you go. See how quick we can make these fights. Power Potion over Dex Pot. Don't need another Overclock. I'd stack the deck too much. I want quite desperately to upgrade my holograms. I think I can make time to do that here. Ooh. Whoa, hang on. The Hyper Beam was not what I was trying to cast there. Sorry about that. Hyper Beam is not being cast on the first turn unless I'm killing all of the enemies with it. There you are. And then we all for one. We bring it all back. Great first turn. All right, you want to see me do it again? Oh my god. Well, I'm literally dead in hand right now. You are kidding me. That's as much block as I can get. Look, I'm not going to tell you I had a ridiculously defensive deck, but I will tell you that... I will tell you... Be nice to me. So, you know, consider that. Silver Crucible, though. Silver Crucible is the one you take and just figure out what you do with. Alright, I'm going to take this early elite off the power of the Silver Crucible. I've got an early removal as well, so I can try and densify the effects of the Silver Crucible in the deck. Take on that one early elite. We got 3 midline rests on this line as well. Opportunity to get a lot of good upgrades. Perfect. No. You're getting baited by the claw. Okay? It's you. And it has been the whole time. I don't think claw is bad. I think I just needed to add like a couple more defend cards to that deck. I will tell you, this turn sucks. 7 damage I just gotta take. Just gotta deal with it. 1. Yeah, upgraded cool-headed, absolutely. Oh! Yes! This is my favorite. Yeah, yes? Yes. Upgraded hotfix and upgraded cool-headed, and that's our deck. Now my job is upgrade the other claw and the other cool-headed, and then just keep playing them. That's defense, that's offense, it's everything. Both defense and offense. Perfect defense, as well as taking out our first. Great. Three more damage, but look, to be expected. It's going pretty well. Yeah, I'll over defend. It's easy to just wait for a claw now. There we go. Gorget, at the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. Skim! Draw 3 cards! Exactly the kind of card you want in a deck like this. Okay, okay. We're cooking. Upgrade to random cards. It did hit Skim. And a defend. That'll be relevant. There's nothing more noble than helping me defend on the first couple of turns while I set up. Thank you, game, for sending so many sources of it. Subroutine, Focus Strike, and Sweeping Beam. I either take Sweeping Beam or nothing here. I'm going to take nothing. Dual Cast upgrade and Cool Headed upgraded before I leave the floor. Should I go for another Elite? I have been talking about how it's a bad idea and I shouldn't do it. But maybe it'll work for me. That'll do. That'll do. Synchronize lightning rod capacitor. Capacitor, and I just keep further more block up. I want to look at the colorless cards more than I want to look at normal cards. Finesse. Yeah, it's just finesse. That's fine. Do I think I'm in a position to take out the Elite? Given that it's not the AoE, because that is the one that I have already taken, yes, I actually do think we're probably well positioned for it. I don't necessarily think we're well positioned to defend ourselves that well on turn 1. It's absolutely a once we have some cool-headeds on the field kind of situation. I'm going to use Touch of Insanity to make Skim free. Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. Well defended this turn, doing decent damage this turn, cycling through. That's a cool-headed. It's fine. Take 4 damage through, and then... 6 doesn't actually break you? Okay, I'll take another turn waiting. And then we'll stagger you this turn. I mean, the Lightning Orb's already going to do it, but... we'll go overkill as much as we can. You take a turn of debuff. And yeah, we almost certainly kill you before you do anything else. How did Demise? Enemy lose 9 HP at the end of each of its turns, as well as Lantern. Start each combat with additional energy. Scrape, that's enough card draw in a deck like this. I will rest. I'm going to use Powdered Demise in this fight as well, because if I let this fight go too long, Beckon will kill me. But if I can get back to full HP... well, not full HP, but if I can get to the next floor, this is suddenly very viable. I'm going to dual cast the Frost Orb there, just to keep our defense up. Claw Scaling's been going okay. Obviously, it'll get a lot better if I manage to pick up a... Ooh, I'll use Scrape here because it guarantees I draw and then discard the hotfix. Hell yeah. If I manage to get the All for One, obviously we start scaling in a completely different way, but I don't need All for One as my main source of draw at the moment. Just because of how many cool-headeds and the skim that we've got. Of course it'd help. Absolutely. But the deck can function without it at the moment, which is not always typical of this kind of deck. Yeah, I'll just skim. I would have regret that, actually, if I drew into a Beckon. Yeah, that was not necessarily a great move. 3 Beckons the turn after. Glad to have drawn through those. Ow. All right. Ocean Capacity. Adaptive Strike. Deal 18 damage. Add a 0-cost copy of this card to your discard pile. It's a bad claw. Spinner is some nice AoE actually for us, but it's not fast. It is AoE though. And when it's upgraded, it becomes fast. Genetic algorithm being able to just defend us for a full turn in our first cycle while we're setting everything up is really appealing. I think I need the AoE of Spinner the most though. If you end your turn without with unspent energy, gain 2 additional energy next turn. No, it's Pale's Legion for us. Help me block with playing fewer block cards, please. Okay. I'm gonna take double removal as well. Getting these strikes out of the deck will make it so much better. Thank heck we had Pale's Legion, otherwise I was taking damage that turn. As you do most turns, most first turns against Thieving Hopper. Oh my god. You butt. Literally 1 HP off of being able to kill him, and now I just have to watch him take my card away. You. I'm gonna take a charged battery. It's pretty good, especially with the Pale's Legion. I was trying to throw an additional strike that turn, but it didn't quite come out. Alright, Bullbug. Really? I managed to get to a claw eventually. All's right with the world. I'll take 1 more charge battery and then I'm done with defense gain. Glasswork is pretty appealing as a instantaneous source of glass, which is our main AoE. Take 1 of that, and I will remove a strike. I need 5 gold in this next fight, and then I can guarantee a removal at the next shop as well. That should be pretty easy. Cool-headed, Spinner, cool-headed, claw. We leave the Pale's Legion ready to double block from the first block card played this turn. Didn't even get a block card. Let's try Capacitor, cool-headed. And then perfect, it doubles that defend. Okay. Charge battery defend, then we'll start on scrape. Yeah. Thankfully, hotfix and dual cast are unaffected by our loss of strength and dex. So very, very useful things to just play at the end of the turn. Mm-hmm. 1 or 2 more claws has him. Yep. Happy to take a upgraded hologram. Absolutely. Cool-headed needs to be drawing an additional card. I need to remove another strike from this deck. Yeah, you can pretty much show me anything here and I would tell you it's a strike removal. Then another upgrade goes into making Spinner channel instantly. Potion Belt gives us 2 additional potion slots. Yeah, Capacitor, Spinner, Charge Battery, Dual Cast. Nothing wrong with that turn, but it does feel like Pale's Legion being used that turn, a little suboptimal. Ugh. Yuck. only managed to defend for a tiny amount that turn because of the Toxics in hand. Thankfully, I've got enough Glass Orbs that I'm doing really good AoE damage here, despite the fact that I'm not actually attacking them. Because Claws can't solve a problem like this. Shackling Potion, Turbo Compile Driver, and Boot Sequence. I do have 3 different kinds of orb. The only thing is I don't really play my lightning that much. Compile Driver is still a lot of card draw, though. There is part of me that wants to take Boot Sequence, just a reliable big block on turn 1. I'm going to do that, actually. Yeah, it comes in clutch on turns like this. Great. Myself some additional orbs. Get myself some additional orb slots. Cool-headed. Skim. Bend. Full cast. Okay. Yeah, I can glasswork there. And then ideally I don't play any cards that say block this turn. So I can't, or rather I shouldn't play Hologram so that I can get the Pale's Legion to defend us next turn. Okay. Yeah, I guess Glasswork's fine, yeah. Already well defended. Hollow back a hotfix and just let that happen. I do have Shackling Potion if it's required here. I suspect it won't be, though. My suspicions were wrong. I need it. I'm throwing that out so I don't have to take so much damage this turn. Claw takes him out. Ooh, Fairy in a Bottle. Oh, and Feral! It's pre-upgraded and I'm a Claw deck. Capacitor should have an additional orb slot for our longer fights, especially the upcoming. 1, 2. I want to drop a Cool-Headed. There we go. I don't have to use my Boot Sequence, which is a really, really, really good tool to be able to pull out with a Hologram later. Thank you, Feral, for bringing the Claw back to hand. I'm not going to use Skim and just draw, like, a Zap that I can play. That would feel a little useless. Spinner, Glasswork, Hollow Glasswork. Really good source of AoE, unfortunately. Oh no! I fully miscounted the damage that turn. I was certain I wasn't taking any additional damage, but it's fine. It will be fine. I am going to make it fine. See? White Noise? Look, White Noise, if you were upgraded, I would have clicked you, but... I feel like orb cycling should really be my focus in this fight. Although I'm gonna say that while I'm doing a bunch of claws and getting a bunch of dazeds. My efforts. Hollow back a hotfix. Good defense. All I need to do is draw a claw and we win. I got time to draw that claw. Oh, we got time. There it is. Blood Vial, upgraded turbo. I really desperately don't want to have the rest for this fight. I'm gonna push my luck on this. Upgrading Scrape. The only reason I feel comfortable pushing the luck is because I do have Fairy in a bottle. If everything goes really awfully, I have that. If everything else sucks, I know my Fairy got me. Perfect. I'm not against using Potion of Capacity as well, but I should probably have the potions that would fill those slots before I do it. Woof. That's very little events this time. 19, the old dome. Of course, I now have Feral. So I'm bouncing our claws. Mm-hmm. $26. It's not going to be enough. Cool-headed still in the draw pile. I'm going to pull back. Cool-headed. We're set up enough now that I really should be able to well defend. Defend well is actually... Oh, I'd have loved to have turned around that turn. Just couldn't make it. Oh boy. Thank heck for hotfix. There goes one of you. Yeah, if we get away with this, it does look like we will as well. Oh yeah, that's getting away with it. Woo! That's why I don't rest. There's off one. Cool. Gain energy at the start of each turn. At the start of combat, draw 3. Or shuffle 3 days into your draw pile. I gotta say, that's actually fine. I don't love it, but I have so much draw that I both need the energy and also the downside isn't that bad for me. Frustratingly, the best path is going to be whatever gets me the fewest elites and the most rests. So yeah, I'm on like a 2 rest, 1 elite path over here on the left-hand side. Early card removal. Let's not just turbo for no reason on turn 1. I thought I had card draw in that hand, but it turns out it's a charge battery. That doesn't draw cards. No, no, no. Okay, it's test subject and then door maker afterwards. I'm pretty good at test subject. And I should scale out of control for Doormaker. Those should be fine for me. There you go. Get you. I guess I also should have played the awful one. Feral, Claw, Hologram, All for One. Boot Sequence, Zap, Claw, Turbo, Skim, Hotfix, Dual Casts. Yeah, it's going well, I think. Oh, I hope I have another Hologram in this deck somewhere. Damn it, I didn't draw it. I'm looking for a skill pod. I'm not willing to take this damage this time. Well, there's the holo. Never mind, I do have a holo somewhere. I wasn't thinking about it at the time. I will take one more upgraded claw and then the deck is done. There is no way I am putting another claw in this. You can't make me unless I'm offered one. And then who could resist? My body. I know the awful one's got me in there. There you are. Shadow Shield, 15 block, gain 1 dark. The fact that that 15 block doubles to 30 for the turn is really impactful. I mean, Panache has AoE value, but I really do think I've already solved my AoE problems. I will take, however, another Feral because the scaling of that is ridiculous. Okay. Still got an elite coming up. Awful One brings back all of these. Then it's Claw, Hotfix. Got a Shadow Shield out there. Claw. Hologram back that Claw. Bulk up, lose an orb slot, gain 3 dex and 3 strength. I don't really use... Well, I use my strength more than I use my dex. I don't really use my dex that much, though. Single copy of Go for the Eyes. Upgraded. Makes sense because of the weaken. What exhausts in this deck? Literally, what exhausts in this deck? Wait, what? This card loses exhausts. It's not Ascender's Bane. That's Eternal. Oh, it's Boot Sequence. Yeah. That's a pretty good card to pull back with All for One. Prayer Wheel, normal enemies give you an additional card reward. I'll find a normal enemy. Focus Pod is obviously going to be in one of our final 2 fights, whichever one we're more scared of. Hell yeah. Boot Sequence immediately coming in clutch. Hollow back all for one. All for one back. Claw for one. Not certain about deck spot for the final fight. Or another upgraded charge battery. I'll take a double energy. First time I'm cycling through the deck, that's just like... It just... Have a second turn right now. It kind of just says take an extra turn. That was obviously not the card that I should play second. I am going to go for the eyes. There we are. Then claw, then boot sequence. Then I can bring those back. Go for the eyes on another target. Claw again, boot sequence. Hell yeah. So yeah, Feral, Claw. I'm going to be using a Glasswork this turn. So 4. Use the energy pot this turn as well. I'm just going to confirm one target going down, because it's too much damage for me to just, like, gamble. Pretty bad there as well. I don't need another boot sequence on top of that. Single copy of Barrage is probably worth going in this deck for the long fights. I'm gonna rest, take an elite, and rest. Not thrilled about this fight being here, but whatever. Comes down to our draw as to whether or not this is fine or terrifying. Okay. Currently sitting a little closer to terrifying, unfortunately. There's the fairy in a bottle keeping us alive. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can weaken those 2 targets on field, but, oh my god. I'm dead. I got God. Again. That's the best block I can do this turn. I didn't use the focus bot or the strength bot coming into this fight because I was like, yeah, this fight is going to suck, but I am going to survive to the other side of it. I did rest there, good. I am going to survive to the other side of it, and then I'll, even if I have to use my fairy in a bottle potion, and then I'll be okay. But all of our cards being unupgraded, as well as not reaching our All for One for any turn there, I do feel like I put additional defense in this deck, and some additional tech and things like that, some really good scaling and stuff like that. This would have done fine against the bosses at the end, if I went in with enough HP. Unfortunately, there were, as far as I'm aware, there is exactly 1 line where I could have avoided all elites this floor, and it has literally 0 midline rests. It's just normal elite combats the entire, normal enemy combats the entire time, and that's way too low value. So yeah, I did have to take this path, in my opinion, even in retrospect here, for those 2 rest sites. But the compulsory elite was just a bit too much for us. No. Elite, why? For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Top left is a series playlist of all my content on the game past, present, and future. YouTube's recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at top of the thank tier. And special thanks this episode to Seamus. Hopefully you're living and enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.